What if I told you your body holds a key? And I don't mean a metaphorical one. I mean a real biological key literally built into your own anatomy. In this explainer, we're going to uncover how to use this key, which is hidden right in your spine, to unlock your own natural energy and find a deep sense of calm.
You know that feeling, right? Like you're just drained, a bit compressed, or maybe just disconnected from your own vitality? In our modern lives, it's an incredibly common feeling, almost like we're carrying around this invisible weight all day.
But what if the solution isn't about adding something new, like another supplement or a complicated new routine? What if it's about releasing something that's already there? The whole idea we're exploring here is that the key to letting your energy flow freely is already inside of you, waiting right along your spine. So let's dig into the problem first. Why do so many of us feel this way? Well, it really comes down to this fundamental conflict between how our bodies are designed and how we live our daily lives. It leads to what you could call a trapped life force.
Think about it. Our bodies were made for this huge range of motion, to climb, to stretch, to hang and expand. We are, at our core, vertical creatures. But then look at our days. We sit, we slouch, we get tight, we compress. This constant compression is basically putting the brakes on our own internal energy systems.
And this isn't just some physical thing. This is what's so interesting. That feeling of blocked energy shows up in really real ways. You've got low motivation, that foggy mind, a stiff back, even waking up tired after a full night's sleep. It all really stems from the same root cause, a system that just isn't flowing the way it's supposed to.
But here's where it gets really fascinating. This isn't a new problem, and believe it or not, the solution isn't new either. Ancient cultures that were completely disconnected from one another all independently discovered a simple, incredibly powerful secret to deal with this exact thing.
And this just illustrates the pattern so perfectly. I mean, look at this. In Taoism, they saw the spine as a bridge between heaven and earth. In yoga, it's the Sushumna, this central channel for a powerful life force they call Kundalini. And all the way over in Mesoamerica, it was the vertebral serpent. Different names, different continents, but the exact same idea. Your spine is the central highway for your vitality.
This quote just nails the essence of that unified perspective, doesn't it? It wasn't just about good posture for them. It was about keeping this vital antenna clear, so that the energy of life itself could be received and transmitted properly through the body. Okay, so that's the ancient intuition. But what does modern science have to say about all this? Let's jump into the next section and see how our own physiology actually explains this phenomenon of relaxation and energy flow. First things first, let's get clear on our terms. When we say life force, we're not just talking about some abstract spiritual concept. We're actually talking about the very real bioelectric energy that animates you. It's the current behind your heartbeat, your breath, your awareness, and it travels primarily through your nervous system. And the absolute superhighway for all this nervous system communication, it's your spine. It houses the entire spinal cord. So when the vertebrae get compressed, from gravity, from sitting, from bad posture, it literally creates traffic jams, slowing down the flow of information and energy throughout your entire body. So the million-dollar question is, how do we clear those traffic jams? Well, a simple act like hanging actually triggers this amazing three-step cascade. First, you get physical decompression. You reverse gravity's pull, creating space and freeing up those pinched nerves. Second, and this is crucial, that physical release sends a powerful signal to your vagus nerve, which is a key player in calming your body. And that shifts you out of fight or flight and into the rest and digest state. And finally, all this allows your deep core to engage, opening the pathway for energy to rise. And this brings us right back to how it actually feels. This quote says it all, really. This whole physiological reset isn't just mechanical. It literally feels like you're coming back home to yourself, like your mind and body are finally in the same room again. Okay, so we've covered the why and the how. Now let's get practical. How can you actually start doing this in your life safely and effectively? This is all about creating your own minute for inner space. Now, the goal here isn't to think of this as another workout you have to crush. It's a small daily ritual, a moment to consciously return to your body. Seriously, consistency and just being present with the intention of letting go are way more important than how long you can hang. Here's the simple game plan to get started. First, find a safe spot, a pull-up bar, a sturdy tree branch, whatever works. The key is to start slow. Just 20 or 30 seconds is perfect. This is not a test of strength. As you hang, focus on breathing deeply. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and let that breath soften your body.
And, crucially, pause for a moment before and after to actually notice the subtle shift inside of you.
So let's move into our final section and look at the big picture. Because this simple daily act, well, over time, it becomes something much, much deeper, a true ritual of remembrance. With each little session, you're doing so much more than just stretching your back. You are actively dismantling years of stored physical and even emotional patterns of compression. It's this gentle but really powerful process of unwinding all that tension from the inside out.
You know how our bodies store stress and emotions? Well, because of that, this physical release often allows stuck emotional energy to finally move. And as the body loosens, the mind follows. That constant chatter in your head starts to quiet down, and your thoughts actually slow down, creating some real mental space.
And what fills that new space? Well, it's not something you have to create, it's what was already there, buried underneath all the noise. It's a quality of presence, of being fully in your body, a quiet, simple sense of wholeness. This quote really just summarizes the whole practice perfectly. It's just 1 minute. That's it. 1 minute to reconnect with yourself, and 1 minute to remember that the energy, the clarity, and the calm you're looking for, they aren't out there somewhere. They are right here, just waiting to be unlocked. So, the final question really is for you. After seeing the ancient wisdom, understanding the modern science, and seeing this simple, direct path back to your own inner vitality, are you ready to give yourself that minute and let your life force flow again?